Control. We've talked a lot about it, haven't we? Power BI and control. Who's in charge? Is it me? Is it you? Is it anybody? Does anybody know? Alright, lads and lasses, welcome along. Weekend work. What I want to do today, right? I'm not going to do any DAX with you today, right? For all we're talking about stuff in Power BI and in the service, right? There's something I wanted you to have a look at, right? And I wanted to kind of leave it in there for you to kind of think through. Is this a good idea? Is it a bad idea, right? Me personally, I'm all in favour, right? I think this is amazing, right? It is brilliant, right? But I know a lot of people who are like, "Oh, I don't like the sound of that. That sounds awful familiar, like we're giving them control." Right? That's not you. That's not me, man. So, we can be quite happy to share. So tell you what, right? Let's cut now into Power BI desktop. Actually, let's go into Power BI service first and have a look at the feature, right? And then I'll show you how it's done in Power BI desktop. Here's where water tower inspection data, as it's growing, everything that's happening with it. And we can see we've got different areas highlighted. We can choose to show us all the inspection information, right? It's all working. It's great. The nice thing about this, okay, and this is where one of the things I like about Power BI is this is the app view. This is my reader view. So this is what I might release to my management or to my colleagues, to other people to have a look at, right? And one of the things I've said to you previous weeks is around, don't be afraid about people starting to produce report content from your data models. That's part of the growth of Power BI, right? But there's an even lighter weight version, right? Because I can turn around here and I can say, oh, I didn't like that. Like, that's not doing it for us. Can I change it? Why, aye. Right? All I have to do is click on this, personalize the visual. Let's hit on that, right? Tell you what, let's change it to a line chart, showing me the months by year. Well, where's year? I can click year, right? And want the inspections, right? And all of a sudden, my report page looks different. Oh, didn't have to do much for that, did I? Right? Now, when you get into the mindset of thinking, what does this actually mean? Right? I've now suddenly got a comparison chart showing me really what's going on year by year across my data. Right? This is amazing, right? That anybody can do this. There's no license requirement. There's no out there, right? I just need to have access to do this. I don't have to install anything. I've not had to learn how to write DAX or anything like that, right? But I can suddenly change what that visual does and get a bit more information out of it, right? Good, bad, scary as heck, right? Let's go now into Power BI desktop and see how it's built, yeah? Champion. Power BI desktop. We're used to it now, aren't we? So, how do we do it? Where's the big secret? If we're gone, file and options and settings, and then options. And then right down at the bottom, you've got current file. And in report settings, you've got to scroll down for it. Hidden it, little hidden thing, right? And right at the bottom of that, nearly, you've got this personalized visuals. Tick the box. You can tick it, it allows people to do stuff. Well, obviously, what's going to happen when they change it and they don't know what they've done, right? And then they're complaining to me and they're not happy, right? I hear this a lot because the other feature that's in here is around things like persistent filtering. So allow end users to save their filter state is by default left on, right? You can tick the box to disallow it, right? And force them to get the same report view at all times. And depending on your audience, you might want to think about these two settings, yeah? The top and bottom of the report settings. Why the top and bottom, man? Come on, lads, give your head a shake. Right? Microsoft, man, sort your menus out. What you find happens in reality when you come back over at the Power BI service, right, is initially people get, oh, I don't like this, I'm not happy, I'm not sure, right? What you can see, going over here, right, is just there, reset the default, right? So if I'd made filter changes to this, right, and then came back and they were all different and I didn't like it and I couldn't see the right things, getting your customers in how to say, hit reset data, right? Hit reset the default before you do out, like call me or anything like that, right? It's a short conversation you have with a lot of people, but it's one of those settings and one of those things that we talk to people through when we do our business users versions of our Power BI training courses. If your people aren't capable of hitting reset the default, then tick the box so they won't have persistent filtering. But if you think about where I'm a manager, I need to look at this set of data constantly, like filtered down to my team, being able to have that report be to their team by default every time they come to it, it's a huge benefit, right? That's clicks saved. Let's see what it looks like in the app, right? You can see I can change this, and I've got to come back in and change it, right? It's not a permanent thing. And when I do make the changes to it, because let's quickly just do this month name, legend on year. Oh, this took so long to build, didn't it? I mean, I can't imagine my customers are going to be able to do any of this, right? I've got that. That's there. So now what I can do is go into my bookmarks. I can add a personal bookmark, right? Mine, right? Make me default view. Save. Okay? Brilliant. It's just what I wanted. So I can go away, come back another day. There's my bookmark. Brilliant. Show me mine. It's there. You can see again. Mine. Right? But I can hit reset the default and it resets everything. Right? So it's not a scary thing that someone's doing that, is it? So what do you reckon? You've seen it now, right? True self-service being baked into an application. It's really terrifying when you think senior managers might be doing stuff like this and actually getting hold of their data themselves, right? It terrifies junior managers, right? But the reality is they're not just going and finding their own information out, which is like a recipe for disaster normally. They're going through your data, right? And your way of presenting that data. So nobody would be able to take my data set here for the New York water and make it their own and somehow corrupt the work that I did. Yeah, they could go in and they say, oh, well, look, if we look at all the stuff, excluding Manhattan, well, there's next to no water towers in New York. But we'd be able to validate that because when we went and looked at the filters on that report, we would see, or that bookmark, we would be able to see, oh, well, you've excluded like 90% of my water towers. So it's not a terrifying thing. But these layer upon layer upon layer that you have in Power BI to allow people to have that really simplistic, no code required way of changing analysis, like we've just gone through, being able to bookmark, being able to customize visuals, change filters, right? Goes a long way. Then when you start to say, well, what about if I'm looking at anything else? I want to build secondary reports. I want to go in and I want to build reports connected to the Power BI data set and actually extend on that analysis. We've shown how to do that. We've shown how to do a cross-report drill through so you can have a standardized details view. So we've built that nice one-page, here's the inspection summary. I like it, actually. I downloaded the one off the New York website, by the way, and I prefer my one. But that might just be me, right? So, yeah, there's a lot to be thought about there, isn't there? So I'll leave it there, right? Hopefully that's enough for me. Have a think about it, this weekend. Right? What else are you going to do, man? You're in lockdown in the UK. So, right, kids are going back to school apparently on Monday. Right? Anyway, don't forget, like and subscribe down below, right? Let us know what you think. Take care of yourselves, yeah? Stay safe. Ta-da.